to fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. 2nd down, Mariota. He hits Floyd on the right. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? 1st down, Mariota. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's L.A. So they're operating in the red zone. Now Bell. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Being chased out left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. Stiff-armed him. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Gano's kick is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. On 1st and 10, Smith. He's got time in the pocket. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And the back goes into motion. On 2nd and 10, Smith. He's got time. Wide open receiver complete. They practiced this all week. Pretty clear it paid off there. Threw it downfield, made it look relatively easy.
And it always comes a little bit easier when you've practiced it and tuned things up and you're confident in what you're doing now. They felt very, very good about their plan, and we saw the execution because the confidence of the players was there.
From the 50, it's Smith. Surveying the field. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. There he goes, left side. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe
Super toe.
Mariota now on second down. That's complete right around the 8. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
Hey, the defense is in this game as well. They wanted to make it a tough third down. They were able to do so on that last play, preventing a big gain.
Throwing is Mariota. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Michael Floyd. And now it's 4th down. And for the second time this half, on comes the field goal unit here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Gano's kick is right through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A gain of 3, second down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
To throw on second down is Smith. Screen pass to Charles. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Second and 10, Smith again. Finding time. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down.
Partner, I know the ball security is preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
So a big sack on second down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for 3rd. From the gun, here's Smith. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
They are going for it. It's Smith. Buying time to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tahir Whitehead. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Throwing, Mariota. Caught left side, Williams. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And he motions the wide receiver. Now a second down throw for Mariota. Completes it over the middle to Floyd. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose.
Now Bell hit. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he cuts it right into space. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On second down, Jamal Charles. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Third and long, it's Smith. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
First down, Mariota. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
And the wideout in motion. A second down throw here for Mariota. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So here's 3rd and 20, and with a long yardage, defense going with a nickel look. 3rd and long here for Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. So we've reached halftime. Well, we're going to let you off a little easy there, LR. Halftime interrupted, and we are ready to get to this third quarter. And, oh, he kicked it out of bounds. That's a big penalty.
And this is where the rest of the team turns and stares at the kicker and says, you have one job. Execute it.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Smith on first down. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And Reed with it over the middle. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Going deep now for Decker. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
2nd and 10, Smith again. Screen pass to Charles. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. So the roughing the passer penalty, 15 yards. And Charles, the defender, needs to know to stop there.
We've been talking about it for years. You essentially get one step after the quarterback throws his pass. Anything close to that or beyond that, you're going to get flags.
And now a first down following that long gain. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Steps away to his left. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. And on 2nd and 10 now. Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. He's got Floyd out left. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd down. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. Goes underneath for Bell. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Bell. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They come up in an offset eye. And now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Bell. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his first touchdown of the new season. And his guys now just a 2-point conversion away from tying us up. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. Charles the lone setback. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A big play there for KC. 49 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. And they went big on 1st down. Proves unfruitful.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Now it's Smith off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. So we've got a man shaken up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got time in the pocket. Flushed out right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
But, Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean, they can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play. These guys flash so quickly, you're not sure where they're going to end up.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Jordan Reed has it. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now Smith. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They'll keep it on the ground, this time with Charles. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
3rd and goal now, so some urgency here for the offense. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Back now in Los Angeles. And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. Here we go on 4th. Smith. And that is incomplete. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Give them 11 on the gain there, and that leads to a Los Angeles 1st down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Again, it's Bell. Fighting through. How did he stay on his feet? And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22.
Not a lot of dance steps in that run. That's much more like being that bowling ball, just going down and scattering some pins, breaking through contact, breaking through tackles, and he knows how to finish a run.
They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play. So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, that play certainly felt like what I call a tendency breaker. 1st and 10, they dial up a draw play. That's not a normal situation, but give credit to the defense. They weren't fooled at all and really finished off the play.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Well, there really wasn't much there, but a completion is a completion. A tough 3rd down awaits them.
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, Mariota. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind and try to put together another drive.
Yeah, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
On second down, here's Smith. He's got time. Under pressure, and they got to him again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
And the offense can string something together, but they'll need to do it quickly here to try to get points on the board and win this game. 3rd and long, it's Smith. And now he'll turn and got his man complete. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. 36 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. The slot man in motion right. On 1st and 10, Smith. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Smith now to throw. Surveying the field. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Marcel Darius in there to drop him the 7th time tonight. He's gone down. And this offensive unit, they have to face a 3rd down and 12 now. Now Smith, finding time, looking deep downfield here for Decker, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could rip.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. The Chiefs going for it on 4th. It's Smith. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're on the outskirts of field goal range here in a tie game with a little time. So how do you handle this? What do you do here, Charles?
Everybody wants to pick up as much yardage as possible. But the weird part is for field goal kickers, being in really close sometimes puts more pressure on them because it's much more of a position kick as opposed to just going ahead and letting it out and letting it thump.
And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Mariota, flush to his right, and he'll slide. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. So just about a minute to go here, tie ball game.
As fans, we love free football. But the guys in the field don't. They're going to attack and go for the win right now.
Now they'll run it on the toss. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
For those who watch the game and want to question the courage of the guys who play on the corner, how about when you see a toss sweep coming your way, yet you still go into the backfield, get past the blockers, and make the tackle.
And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
Well, any thoughts about overtime? And ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. He'll look to throw. And he's got Decker, left side. That one good for 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.